46. Oh, not very high, is it? Chat filter. All messages. Hello. What did you do tonight? Well, I was watching my phone. There was this bloke on YouTube going like that. You going to talk? Or are you shy? Don't have to talk. Of course, you don't have to go, hello. But you can do if you want. So I charged my car. I've been out and I thought, do you know what? Just charge my car for no reason. Sit here for, I don't know, 3/4 an hour. Grab a bit of charge. That's the thing with electric cars. You have to plan your journeys, I suppose. To, yeah, just plan your journeys, really. Pardon me. I had pizza. Too much. But it was nice seeing my son and daughter, partners, and my grandchildren. All right, mate. Been around my son and daughters. Sorry, my daughters and my grandchildren there, and my son was there with his wife and my daughter's partner. So, and my wife was there as well. That's the good thing if you get along, isn't it? Doesn't matter. All right, mate. Doesn't matter. It's not. It is hard to stay friends, of course. You know, like if you work somewhere, it's hard to say someone's you're not with anymore. Even like companies, isn't it? You know, you have work colleagues. When you leave, it's hard to, I don't know, whatever, isn't it? No, I'm just doing this. I thought, I'll just do this. I need to do my YouTube a bit more, really. Build my YouTube channel up a bit more. I'm not interested in monetizing, but I think YouTube is the best one to monetize. I think if you do. And, you know, I suppose method in my madness, I'm thinking, I know what, build these socials up, because if ever I pack up work, then I can think, look, guys, I know I never want to monetize it. I ain't working now and I want a treat. I want my treats. I want to book holidays. So now on my channel, I monetize it. I'm sponsored by, you know, Bic razors or whatever, or Garmin, or, you know, I think, you know, you work smart, innit? Work smart. Is there? I don't know. I just thought I'm going to go on here. You know, like 6 people watching. If anything, actually, YouTube's become a bit, I don't know, a bit more people watching. Gray, Gary, I'll donate to you, no problem. No, I don't really want anyone to donate, Jack. That's not the point. I'm not interested in monetizing at the moment, but you've got to think long term, haven't you? And if I keep doing these, what happens eventually, you grow and grow and grow, and you get to a point where you're quite, how can I explain? You're quite, it's worth companies paying you because you have influence, if you like. Okay. Do you know, it's up and down, Matt? It's up and down. I mean, I think I need to restrict this to, I think there is a way of doing it to restrict it to over 18s, which I've done on TikTok. That's just automatic now. Maybe I need to start doing it on here and just get rid of people on it. Yeah, but I don't want to, because people buy stuff and I don't want to do that, innit? Please like what? I don't know. I don't know what I want. I genuinely don't know what I want. I mean, I do these and I don't know what I want. I don't really want anything, really. but I do believe all of us will need money. You know, however, throughout your life, you're going to need money to buy your takeaways, book holidays, petrol in your motorhome, fixing your cars. So you need revenue, and it's never a problem. If, like, imagine a company, and I'm up front, imagine I'm up front and say, look, I'm being paid to, these people send me this product, so I'm being paid. And I think if you do that, I don't see a problem with that. But if you, I think as long as you're honest, if you're honest, it's not a problem, is it? No, I've only got one phone with me, mate. I'm a bit of a dealer. Sorry? Well, I couldn't get that one working. Where's your charge cord? No, it's on the other side, isn't it? Yeah, where though? Where is it? No, it's not there. It's on the other side. No, it's not here. Back getting charging device there. What? Chatting up the birds. She's like, well, I'll tell you what, I could move my car, but I tried that one there and it didn't work. If she waited, I'd move it and try it again. If it charges, fine. I plugged it in and I'm thinking, oh no, it says check charge port. In, out, in, out. And I've moved the stall and it's working, so I ain't going to touch it. Burner phone at home, yeah. How am I doing? All right, thank you. Start with the Cambridge. Shut up, Lionel. I'll plug it in, girl. Come on, let me plug it in. Are you British by any chance? No. No, I'm not British at all, mate. I'm Irish with Indonesian, roots, but more Jamaican, and I talk Latin. That's why you can't understand me, all right? It's not borrow a cup of soup, borrow my charger. Well, I could move, and then she could get in because her charger's on this side. So what happens? I mean, really, she'd have to drive to Blue. I said there's one down my Dartford. Oh, I don't want to drive there. I only live in Sidcup. And I thought, just use a 3-pin charger. Get a 3-pin charger and leave it plugged in overnight. You know, she probably don't need that much, does she? Helpful review. Charging up to visit one of his... charging up to visit one of his multiple lady friends. Wow, really? Is it, have I got... What does itch that? Sugar... Dad why? She thought we was going to ask you kind of the dogging lot. Well, yeah, I'm flashing my interior light. Come along and join in. I haven't got to play. Yeah, you don't need to play at my age, mate. You got stuck in there. Oh, no, not mental. It just sounds like you get stuck in the toilet. The shitter. Why do you call it the toilet? Weird. I'll add a Q&A sticker like, have a junk drawer. What the heck? Weird. This AI is like crazy, isn't it? AI is like a bit nuts. But yeah, I don't know. Someone asked, who is it? Oh, someone spoke to her on Facebook, I think through the property stuff. And she said, oh, really sorry, I've sent a message to the wrong Gary. I've emailed you, should have been someone else. I said, yeah, that's all right, no problem. Anyway, how you doing? I said, yeah, not too bad, blah, blah, blah. And she does all fitness stuff. And she said, oh, I'll come on your TikTok if you want. I said, I'll just do live. What are you doing it for? You don't get anything. I said, well, I enjoy doing it. And she's all into like, nutrition and health and that sort of stuff. Well, I said, well, if you want it, I said, if you see me doing it live, say hello and I'll introduce you. Don't bother me. I think we should help each other, shouldn't we? I think so. I think we're all, like what I was saying earlier, we all need money. And she should have waited. I was going to move. I could have moved. I don't know. I'd go back on that one, see if it worked. Because it just, I plugged it in, it didn't work. And I thought, oh, bloody hell. Because this is the trouble with cars, isn't it? They're great. But when they go wrong, you're stuck. Not stuck, but it's a good day. Yeah, it was all right, actually. Didn't do... Oh, I've got to put, what was it? Is it an Allspace? I think it's an Allspace. A Volkswagen Tiguan Allspace. I've got to put that on the website. It's done a bit late, really, for me, so I didn't bother. What's it saying? Hello. Gin's Lays. Is that Gin's Autos? Can't see it. Is that Gin's Autos? I'm going to block him and everybody please stop. No, I can't. I know an old mate, Sleepy Harry Potter loads. What? I'm going to block him and everybody please stop. What the heck? Well, go on then, hurry up. You're going to block us all. Everyone. Bloody hell, the world's going to stop, isn't it? You know what? We'll all be doing lots of work, won't we? Jordan, I'll put you on a little bit of a timeout, mate. I'll put you on a 5-minute timeout. You feel like you're a bit stressed, mate, so we've blocked you for a minute. Time that for 300 seconds. 5 minutes, that is, Jordan. And if you come back in your arse, I'll block you for another half hour, but there you go. That's my present to you, Jordan, I should have moved the car, but I feel a bit mean now. I don't really care though. I've been places and people. I've been in here before, and everybody's all the transport's on the wrong side, and you think it's frustrating because you can't. If the chargers really need to be in the middle of you could get all round them, you go wherever way you want. That Jeep looks nice. Yeah, it is. It's quite nice. Is that you, Gin's Autos? I'm all right, mate. Thanks. It don't let me look at your profile, so I'm just guessing that's you. All right. Yeah, no, it's quite nice that you. I think it's a compass, isn't it? Compass. I want to say longitude. I always want to say latitude. Yeah, is it a longitude? I think the longitude's the model. I think. Yeah, it's quite nice. They're all quite nice, aren't they? I don't know. How do you decide what car you're going to buy? I'll sell all these cars. You're going to go and buy a car. How do you decide you want a Volkswagen Golf, you want a Tego, you want this, you want that? What are you doing today? I'm in Melbourne. Working and not a lot. Bit of work on the computer. I've been out to see my son and daughter with see my grandchildren, so that was a good evening. Had too much pizza. That weren't bad actually. We had I think it was 5 pizzas, 2 garlic breads, and some other stuff, and it was like 52 quid. I don't think that was bad really. I was going to just say, when does that stop before you don't care? What do you mean? Who are you kidding? What, the car, you mean? I don't know what you mean. I was going to say, see, I probably said something and you're reacting to that, and I'm like, well, I'm racking my brain now. What did I say? It's too much. Oh, no, mate, we can. And I'm like, I had pizza last night, though, as well. But, you know, what else do you have, innit? You know, I didn't want McDonald's, I didn't want fish and chips. Just, it doesn't matter, does it? Mate, you know, it didn't matter what I eat. You know what? I've got to see my granddaughters, my son and daughter, my daughter-in-law and my son-in-law, all in the same room, and my wife was there as well. That's the good thing when you get on with people like that, you know, just not a problem with her being there. My girlfriend knows it'll be like no threat. There's no threats to anyone, isn't it? That's the thing. And you don't want to make anyone feel bad, do you? Got a new relationship, you don't want to make that person feel bad about your ex, really, do you? That's the thing. Yeah, it's just nice to see them, mate. I mean, I'm going away to Silverstone. We're going away July, beginning first weekend in July, going up to Formula One at Silverstone. You know, it's selfish. I get to spend Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 3 nights when, you know, with my kids in my camper. Go to the thing, mate. What's that? When you say you're going to move and you say, no, I'm not bothering. You were going to move. Oh! Well, I was going to, but then I've done that before. Imagine if I move off this one, someone shoots in here quick, plugs it in, and go, no, I ain't going to move, mate, and that charger don't work. I'm like, my good deed has gone. Well, no, I'd say to her, sit there and block the entrance. I'll move here and plug it in. They're a bit temperamental. Sometimes they just don't work. Stop the boats. Well, that's a bit unfair. So when I go on my cruise, you want me to come back. If you tell me my cruise is going to be sent down towards Monaco or Barbados, all right, I'll accept that. Have I got to live there forever? It's just nice to see them, isn't it? It's nice to see them, and because we don't really message each other a lot, we don't really see each other loads. It's not like when you all live in the same house, is it? It's like the illegal boats. Oh, absolutely, mate. Mate, I think I'm scum of the earth. If I go out on my R1M, and I go and I spank it up the high street or somewhere a bit crazy, I think I should be thrown in prison and the keys be thrown away, because that's scum of the earth. I think if I don't pay my income tax, I'm scum of the earth. If I don't pay for my TV licence, I'm out of order. That's my thoughts of me. Not anyone else, me. If I go and scratch someone's car, I need chucking away. Crush me, chuck me away. Because anything illegal I don't like. But there you go, that's the thing. Charging it, yeah, right, Dave. But that's me. You don't have to. You say, no, where am I from? London. What's this? I hear. Well, no, that's me, because someone said that, you know, stop the boats. I'm going, stop the illegal boats. I'm going, absolutely. I think we not stop everything illegal. I don't think we can moan at big companies when they don't pay tax. They're loopholes. You know what? Because I think if there's a loophole and you can get away with something, you can't blame that person. Why would you want to pay tax if you've got a loophole? Imagine going to an accountant who says you ain't got to pay no tax. I can't believe you're going to go, that's out of order. I really want to pay it. There's a loophole. You don't have to buy a TV license. There's a loophole. You can drive at 70 miles an hour and you ain't going to get nicked. You're going to go, oh, I don't want that. No, of course you are. So don't blame Costas and Starbucks and all these big companies. Blame the system, not the companies. All right? East London, yeah. Oh, they're dickheads, mate. Sound like an East London lad? Yeah. South East. Someone said you couldn't do the Macarena dance. I can't, mate. I don't dance, mate. I don't dance. If you dance and your grammar is very good and you can spell everything and you eat vegetables, I'm saying, mate, you're my absolute hero. Absolute hero. Someone say itchy hands. I've got an itchy knee. My bloody knee's itchy. No, it's my knee. My knee is just driving me mad. Because when I fell over, there's like nothing. It's like a tiny little red mark there now, and it's itching like mad. You know when you just want to wire brush. Worth a try to ask for what? Yeah, great work. Well, to dance, I don't, mate. Mate, if you dance, you know, if you go in a nightclub and you throw some shapes to some, I don't know, I love capital dance, but I don't dance. I should really dance, but you're the only one who answers most questions, speaks sense on these YouTube lives. Nah, I disagree with that. You just haven't found any others, have you? I'm going to say bollocks. No way can I be the only person on YouTube that talks sense. No. There must be lots of people, you just haven't found them yet. You know what it is? Because their channel's minuscule. If I'm a female and I've got my tits hanging out and I've got a bit of cotton up my backside, how many people will be watching that? Again, they are not even going to say hello. I mean, I like Ed Sheeran, but I think if Ed Sheeran was doing a live question answer, it's like, what's the point? Be 1,500 people watching. Carl Cox, I love watching him. What is the point of me even commenting on Carl Cox's thing? I love Carl Cox. I think he's pucker. I think he's a great guy. Now I know he's a petrol head. I think he's definitely gone up in my estimation. But he just seems, I don't know him, but I think if you see Carl Cox somewhere, you was in Ibiza or somewhere, and you went up and said, "Oh, I really like your, you know, I love your, you know, the sets you do in Amnesia, Pasha, wherever it is, you know, Ministry of Sound." I mean, I'm pretty sure he would say, "Oh, thank you." You know, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. He could, but you might say, "No, I know him. He's an arse." If he is, then that would upset me. But I think he's a nice guy. Now, someone like that, what would be the point of me commenting on his live? I'd listen to the music he's playing, the sets he's playing, but I wouldn't bother commenting because what's the point? And we should all be commenting on our own stuff. What's the best thing, mate? What's this? What's the best life you've experienced in life? Don't chase stuff. Stop chasing the shit, basically. You know, I keep saying this now. This is my new thing. This is my new symbols. These are the highs. These are the lows. My mum and dad dying. Fuck me, big. Like I dig a big hole. My hands ain't long enough to go out how upsetting and sad and how many tears I cried when my mum and dad died. My mum first, then my dad. My kids being born, getting married, you know, finding my girlfriend, going on holiday with my girlfriend, riding my motorbike. Trouble is that the highs, I've got to limit the highs because if I keep going, I'm chasing them and I'm never going to reach them, am I? You know, like bullshit cars or, I don't know, posh shit. I don't want none of that shit, really. I want stuff I can afford to buy and it's mine. And, you know, I want to be healthy. I don't want to go to my doctors. I don't want no medication. You may say, no, I value a Lamborghini more. Really? Well, get one. If that's really what you want, go for it. Who's got to do it? I don't know. Is that boxing thing? Get them out. What, your tits? Not the only one. Oh, no, of course there's, yeah. But you know why? Because everybody's got an angle, right? We've all got an angle. Right. There's favour. Can someone time out that Jordan is getting on my tits? He says, I'm going to block him and everybody. Please just block him. Oh, no, just mute him for half hour. Anyway, what's this? I was going to block him. Right, I'm done. I found a woman. It's true though, isn't it? You see these, I mean, I do look, I don't get me wrong, you know, the female form is like, I mean, because I like ladies, it's quite nice to look at, but as long as I don't touch, you know, as long as I don't touch. Whereas if someone said, his wife said, you can look at the menu wherever you like, as long as you eat at home. And I thought that's quite a good way of putting it, really. But you don't, thing is, I don't think anybody needs, you know, I don't think any of you needs, I don't know what you call it, advice. You know, advice. Can you be bothered? That's the thing, isn't it? Can you actually be asked to do it, isn't it? Are you going to kissing your girlfriend bum and boobs? Yo, mum, I've got an angle. It's hiding all your messages. What's this? Jordan, you're a bit odd, mate. Go away. Does my dick still work? What, you mean, can I have a slash? Yeah, of course I do. handle difficult personalities? Fucking hit him in the eye, poke him in the eye, innit? Fuck off. What you do is you just ignore them. Just ignore people. If you're rude, nah, you're like a bit of dog shit I've studied, innit? You're valueless. If you can't respect my views, not agree with me, but you can't respect I'm different to you, you're valueless. Well, I'm valueless if I can't respect you. You may have a different opinion, but I think stop talking about stuff, do stuff, innit? Don't keep talking about it. Oh, he's a bit of a dick, isn't he? I don't know what he's even on about. Nah, I ain't got a mind, mate. I'm old. I don't remember nothing. I'm terrible. I don't remember nothing. Google Calendar is my dream partner. Absolute dream partner. It's great, isn't it? You set up something up, and I have it a day before, 24 hours before, and 1 hour before. It reminds me, car going out, service done. And I can search for stuff, innit? We've done a work on a BMW, put the reg in, I can find it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Better than written down stuff. I should have a good memory. My old man always says, you do too much. And I think that's the trouble, isn't it? You ever take your missus to the Lake District? Yeah, we went up to, 62, so I'm getting there. Yeah, when we went up to, we done the North Coast 500 in this old shitter, right? Well, it wasn't that old then, when it was about 4-year-old, 5-year-old. But anyway, we stayed in Bowness. I think it's Bowness, in the Lake District, on the way up, and on the way back we stopped there as well. Nice. We only had a day there, wandered around, had a nice meal, found a restaurant there. I don't know. There's always restaurants, isn't there? And if there's two of you, you can normally get in a restaurant, can't you? I need to use my motorhome more, really. I need to use my motorhome more and go book more trips. I don't know, go here, there, and everywhere, innit? Probably need to. I don't really want to retire. Well, I don't know why I'm even saying this. If I want next Tuesday off, I'll just take the day off. It's mad. I can take. You know what it is? Because I can. You don't know what it is. Thinking about. You said that. Do it, mate. I'll tell you what. Now I'm going to hassle you if you don't do it. My mate Richard, we went down to Devon to do a race. Plumstead runner. Me and him in the motor. I think I was driving. Now you chat about rubbish, innit? You've got to try and fill, 5 hours of conversation. So I said to him, and he was saying about he wanted to go to Everest Base Camp, but he was waiting for his brother because his brother was unwell. And I went, you can't wait for your brother, Richard. He's collateral damage, isn't he? If he ain't well, don't worry about it. You need to go. Yeah, but we promised you we'd do it together. I said, so what about if your brother don't ever do it and he pops his clogs? I said, you'll never go. And I used to moan at him every time I see him. I used to text him, you booked that trip. In the end, he done it. But he said to me, in the end, he said, I don't tell you nothing now. I ain't going to tell you nothing. I mean, he's pleased he's done it, but I kept saying, Richard, I like moaning at him because I think, just Richard, you work for the council. Do you think the council really give a toss about you? He meant he had to take 3 weeks off. He went in the end. He went twice, actually. So it looks fantastic, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to do it. It's a pain in the arse, really. What's that? You can be in your prime in your 60s. You can. Easy for men. What's easy for men? Or go to the toilet. Yeah, no, just flop it out and go. What's easy for men? Hold to account. And your mate, no, we're going. What the one last night? Richard, no, I said to him, I know him, but I don't know his name. I know his name's Richard, but I've forgotten his surname. And I went, because he's Gromit. He calls himself Gromit on TikTok, doesn't he? And I went, Richard, all right, mate. Yeah, let's do this. I said, what was it? I said, what's your surname? Because I've forgotten it. And he went, First. It's Richard First. So I put it in. And we've already booked the restaurant. I booked the restaurant. We're going not next Thursday, it's 2 weeks' time. Something like that. It's booked. So I thought, fuck it, I'm going to book it. Because otherwise you won't go, will you? Yeah, we're going out for an Italian. 70-year-old man. Oh, what? A 70-year-old man is equivalent to a 30-year-old woman. Is it? What are you? I can't even. Brahmachilis. What are you? What's your name? Why you Curtis Jackson is the Messiah? Who's he when he's at home? Men can stay elite till 70. Shut up. You're just as ugly as me. You reckon you're a catch, do you? What's this? Can be if stay fit. Oh yeah, brain sharp. My brain's gone. I ain't got a brain. I think I was born without one. Hello. Look Cheddar. Mate, I want to call you Cheddars. Hey Cheddars, how you getting on? Sounds like a driver, doesn't it? Yeah, what do you do? Well, I've got a driver, his name's Cheddars. Why is that? We always have mini Cheddars in the motor when I go out driving with him. You're right, if they keep up, I can't keep it up. I can't keep it up very long. Wheeze. I think this man escaped the care home. You're joking, mate. I own them. I own all the care homes. I'm the boss. Chess, reading and meditation. Do I own a Tesla? Don't know. Well, I'm in one, so you have to make your mind up whether you think I own it. Yeah, I do. I've had it. Don't know. I've got it in 2018, I think. 2018. Oh, you lot are like, I only keep my car 2 years. I'm like, no, I keep my cars years. Take TRT and testosterone. Nah, fuck that. Can't I just take Toblerone? Can't I just take Toblerone and make out I couldn't spell? Can I go and just take Toblerone and make out I'm dyslexic? I don't know why you need it. What do you need it for? What, your knob don't get hard? I'll tell you what, if you smoke or you drink, I'm telling you now, downstairs, boys, you're going to have a problem, right? Because it's all to do with blood. It's all to do with your blood supply. Fact. That ain't bullshit. That's fact. So if your heart needs to work properly. Even me, my heart's going to stop one day. One day I'm not going to be breathing. No matter what you do, one day you ain't going to be breathing. So and today, actually, found out tonight, there was one person pushing this old person in a wheelchair. And then I see another person. I think that person was young once, they was young, all their skin was tight, everything worked. Make a cup of tea, drive, run, whatever. And you think, that comes to us all in the end, doesn't it? Red Leicester Chesters. Yeah, I actually prefer. Hi, mate. How you doing? Where are you from? Are you a transgender male? No, I'm a millionaire. I'm a trans trillionaire, which means I'm a billionaire, but almost a trillionaire. So, I mean, that's me. I mean, you may just be poor and only have a couple of million in the bank. If you are, I don't really want you on my life, really. But that's me. It's a privilege to get old. You're lucky if you get old, mate. You're lucky if you get old. Hard not to drink these days, though, Gaz. I don't drink, mate. I haven't drunk for packed up my 20s, I suppose. The thing is, I just thought I'm throwing up, and that's a good night. That, to me, if I really think about it, I mean, that makes me an imbecile. Sure, that makes me so thick. It makes me seem now I'm super intelligent. I'm thinking that how can that be a good? You know, it is. It's macho. It's not 10 pints and I can shag 5, but it's rubbish. All the shit you've been like sucked into with your money and all I know, I wished I'd hung around with the geeks, not the ones that I thought were exciting, because you get in trouble, innit? You go out smashing windows or doing whatever, you're in trouble. You get in, bosh, around the head, and you think, they were right. You get nicked by the old bill for doing so. You think, what a knob. What a total knob. But you think it's weird, the things you think are exciting, isn't it? Alcohol is good. There's nothing wrong with alcohol. I'm not anti-alcohol. I'm not anti-drink. I'm not anti-gambling. I'm not anti-Klarna. I'm not anti-credit cards. I'm not anti-debt. No. I'm anti-me doing these things. I like my world. My kids, my son and daughter, don't smoke. My daughter did briefly. And I said to her, if you die, I'm going to punch your head right off your shoulders because I'm going to be upset that you're dead. I said, but if it's because of smoking, then I really want to kill you myself because I think you fucking ruined my life. For what? I said, you've been to grammar school, what? And so you've invented the cure for cancer. But she don't smoke now. I can't see her daughters ever smoking. But it's up to you, isn't it? It's what you think. The trouble is, it's so addictive. You can't. I mean, I've never smoked one, so I'm sure once you've had that first one, how do you ever give it up? How hard? If anyone's actually packed up smoking, how hard was it to pack it up? It's hard, isn't it? I mean, I eat too much rubbish, really. Too many calories. I don't have a good diet. But you know what? Even if I had the best diet in the world, I'm still going to die. But I just think if I look after myself, I might elongate the numbers. The numbers might get a bit more in it. I might get further away from my birthday than shorter. What's this? Geeks are studying to get to setting a business and reading. Do you know what? I think it's pardon me. I think you got to learn, ain't you? You got to learn. If you learn stuff, you can sell them skills, can't you? Is a Tesla good? Thinking about buying a second-hand Cybertruck. I don't know. I don't know about a Cybertruck. This is a Model S. It's not a Cybertruck. Are they good? No, because it's had 2 batteries in it. The engine went, door handles have gone, various suspension things, but generally it's been pretty reliable. They're not any better than any other car, are they? Best car in the world. The best car in the world is one that don't go wrong, surely. The best car in the world is the one that you've had for 10 years and you spend no money on, I think. Looks cool. What looks cool? Oh, smoking. Yeah, but it's so hard, literally. How do you give it up? How do you give up? I've never smoked, right? So I cannot comment what smoking's like or nothing. But all I know is that I'm 62 and I know loads of people around me that I tell you they really wish they hadn't done it. Does that make me feel smug? Is that the wrong thing to feel? Probably. Is that a rude thing to feel? Probably. But I don't care. That's how I feel. I feel quite. I'm fortunate. I'm not lucky. I ain't having that. No, I ain't having that. I feel unfortunate I didn't. That's kind of one that costs you sort of fucking too right, mate. That don't ever go wrong, innit? I mean, people. My missus, she wouldn't go near me after I had a fag. It was hard first. So I replaced the cranes with tinnies of pop. Tinnies. What's a tinny? Are you Australian? What's that? What's your advice to someone in their early 30s trying to do well in life? Stop chasing stuff, innit? Stop chasing stuff. When you say doing well, you know, what you equating like having what? So if you got 200 grand cash in the bank rather than 50 grand cash, it's like, or you got 10 grand in the bank or 100 grand. So you say 100 grand, I'm doing well. If you're happy, content. Once you're content, you're super successful, mate. And do you know why? You know why you'd be successful? Because look, all the knobs that be going around getting into debt to try and get a certain thing. Imagine you not liking the things I got and me thinking, fuck it, I'm worried about that. Straight away, whoop, that's down there, isn't it? I'm ruined. I'm absolutely ruined. Can I be envious of people? Yes. Doing park run Saturday, I will be very envious of the people that are in front of me. I'm going to be envious of my son because he's younger than me. He's half my age. He will be in front of me, so I'm envious of that. But that's a good envy is a good thing. I think envious. I can be envious. I shouldn't be jealous. I should be envious. And really, he's only going to be in front of me because I've been a lazy bastard and I haven't really been training properly. Fact. That's no other thing. Fact, isn't it? See you later, mate. All right, mate. It's you got to get. Well, from Leicestershire in September. I was always tinnies. How are they? Also, good job on the fun run. What the park run? I like running, mate. I love it. I'm on street. Hey, what? Are you on that street outside? What the heck? What do you think about the far right protests in the UK? Bit weird, isn't it? Bit weird. Far right, far left. It's like, I don't know. I don't want this or this, do I? And I don't want this or this. I want the middle. I want to be in the middle. You know, the cross, I want to be in the middle bit. I'm all right there. But you living in my car? No, I'm in my car quite a lot. I don't live in it. I only do about 400 or 600 miles. How many miles have it done now? I'll tell you, hang on a minute. Trips. It's done 239,626 miles. And I bought it for 66,000 in 2018. So what's that, 6, 7, 8 years? I've had it 8 years and I've done 180,000 in 6 years. So not that much really. Faster. Respect you, you're a leader, not a follower. Nah, that mate, I don't want you following me. Hope your missus not kicked you out, guys. Funny enough, Jason, I was around my son and daughters and my wife that I don't live with. We both got new partners. She was there tonight. Give her a kiss when I left, give her a hug, give my daughter a hug, my son a hug, my granddaughters a hug. Nothing wrong with that. My girlfriend ain't threatened by her. We're all going to a family wedding renewal thing that me and my wife met them on our honeymoon in 1989. We're not divorced yet. Doesn't matter. My girlfriend did split us up. Me and my wife just drifted apart. Nothing wrong with that. It's just sometimes you do, isn't it? Sometimes you... Did I give her one? Well, yeah, I must have given her twice. I've got 2 kids. So, yeah, I did give her one twice, at least. At least twice I gave her one because I've got 2 kids. What's this? Just in Portugal, is watching you live. I shoot Bisto all over my hotel room's toilet, Gary. Bisto? Fuck me, you're a bit weird, aren't you? Imagine going all the way to Portugal shooting Bisto. Mate, if you're saying you're having a shit, just say you're having a shit. Bisto, what's that all about? What do you mean, like cum? Mate, you're a bit weird, aren't you? Imagine you can't even say them words. Christ, you're a bit immature, aren't you? Naturally funny? No, it's the arses around you. Gaz, you're a bit of a ladies' man. Well, yeah, I don't like men. I don't know, I like men, but I mean, not being funny, I wouldn't want to sleep with you. I sleep with my son at the Grand Prix, but obviously we'll have our own sleeping bags. I ain't joining the sleeping bags up. And my daughter has a bed on her own. I mean, I could make them 2 sleep together and I could have the big bed, but I don't mind sleeping with my son. It's a pain in the arse though when you want to have a slash, because you've got to get down under it, get out the door, and then go around the back and have a wee. I mean, do I take Shaljat? What the heck's that? What the heck's is Shaljat when it's at home? What's that, a shampoo? Take one lady in the shower, sod that. Take 2 bottles in the shower, sod that, I don't drink anymore. Top man, nah. Red light district. When we went to Amsterdam, and you boys, you want to? I'll tell you what, all this shit you go and shopping for fucking Rolexes and Nike trainers, you ain't lived. Go to Amsterdam, go window shopping out there. What do I do in my spare time? Well, I can't really tell you because it's secret. It's a top secret mission. I don't really have any spare time. I go out running. I don't mind working actually. I don't really have much spare time because then we're doing something, innit? Oh, helps your meat to get seasoned properly. Would you put that on your knob or like steak? Is it something you put on steak or your knob? What sort of meat? Did you get lucky in Amsterdam? No. It was out of packed. It was my sister's. It was my brother-in-law's stag do. So it was like you weren't going to go off anywhere. We did lose 3 of them though. Three people disappeared. And they reckon they were in a bar somewhere, and we thought, yeah, whatever. But it's mad. It's like a tourist. I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's like a proper. It must be controlled, you know, like it's policed, and I would imagine the health authorities are involved, and you know, as I say, it's sex sells, doesn't it? That's the thing. Can you meet me at AG? Where's that? Well, I wouldn't want to meet you. Can I meet you? Well, I probably could, but I don't really want to meet you. Why, do you fancy me or something? I mean, it's obvious. Having a little kerfuffle, am I? I'm not having anything, mate. Sharon, you know, said, yeah, but we said, right, because he was like, I think it was 50, there were 100 guilders, whatever that was. I don't know what it was anyway, 100 guilders everywhere. It's like a fixed price everywhere. And it was like, right, if we find them and they're 50 guilders, we'll have a go. And we found some. No one had the bottle. No one had the bottle to do it. I didn't want to anyway, though, really. Does it matter to have 6 figures instead of a mental peace? No. Yeah, actually, yeah, you want to be completely nuts and have a couple of mil in the bank, innit? And just go nuts and just keep going and buy Ferraris or something, innit? And just burning them for, like, I don't know, content. Imagine that, getting skint to get content for online. Madness, isn't it? All right, charging up on the road back to... No, I'm not down there, mate. I'm not down there. I've been to my son and daughter... my daughter's. And my son was there and we had a takeaway. Got a message last week, you free Tuesday? He's like, yeah, definitely up for that. So we had a takeaway, like flipping hell. Too much pizza, mate. But it was quite cheap. It's called Fire Away, or something. Really nice pizzas. Very recommend them, definitely. AG, Ticket Inspectors. Where the heck is it? Are you from Derbyshire? No, London. Any advice in dealing with different employees at a workplace? Different employees? Yeah, sack them. Fuck it, make sure you've got tons of savings and say, by the way, I'm sacking you because I think you're a right quant. And by the way, I've got enough money when we go to tribunal. And the thing is, imagine that. If someone don't like working, why are you fucking taking me to tribunal? Just piss off. I tell you what, if I hated my car, like, I'm going to keep going at it. I'm going to keep working on it. No, I'm going to get rid of it, aren't I? And if I hate my job, just leave. Work somewhere you love working. None of that bollocks about, like, oh, if you love it, you don't work a day's life. Of course you work a day in your life. But I just think, rather than worry about taking me to court and all this shit, just leave. Leave the job. If it's literally, it's shit, you hate it, just leave. Why would you want to stay somewhere you hate? I don't get it. What, for the money? Really? This is why you don't need any debts. No debts. You can say, stick your job up your backside. Just chuck it right up your backside and pull it out of your mouth. I think so. Can I say, I can't even pronounce it, mate. Super Mario Lugino 1. No, you're not, mate. You ain't. Yeah. Mate, you're none. You should be Super Mario Lugini, whatever it is, 0. You're not 1, mate. You ain't number 1, are you? You can't even spell it. Oh, mate, he was there. Anyway, no, I don't know. You lot, I don't know. The modern world is all like, oh, how do I do? I'll tell you what. Is it like almost like now? You come out of school if you're young. I'm not confident. Why are you not confident? What is it? What is it with people not being confident about stuff? I mean, look at me, I'm ugly bastard, like, and I'm doing all right. So you can't be any uglier than me, surely. But even if you're ugly, why do you give a flying fig about people thinking you're ugly? Do you know what? Can you just imagine, though? But just imagine them. Just imagine them. Anyone who says you're ugly, they're horrible, right? Can you just imagine what was the point of their dad spending 2 minutes making them? The best part of people that are horrible run down their mum's leg, isn't it? It's just. Oh, people, horrible people, just don't want them around you, do they? Get them out of your life, innit? What's an Egypt? Do you like baked beans? Do you like baked tunas with lasagna? I don't know, I can't say it's something that I'm going, wow, my life is not complete because I've never had one. I don't think I've ever had it, if I'm honest. If you don't have a girlfriend, Gaz, would you consider having a bloke? Off, mate, I'm a bloke. I know what we're like. We're a pain in the arse. What's your name? Jason. Mate, you're a pain in the arse like me. So your place is really tidy, yeah? My girlfriend's place is lovely. It's all tidy and clean. Mate, you're useless. I bet you're not even on time. I bet you're like, oh yeah, I'll be round at 8, and your mate's waiting at 8:45. Where the fuck are you? You literally, mate, it ain't a good answer. That's a true answer, isn't it? Any of the blokes in here, can you honestly see? Yeah, like any of you blokes, right, listen to this. Can you honestly see what the women see in us? I'm thinking, they're a bit crazy, aren't they? You know what I was told? They believe, they know what we're like. Oh, I can change them. That's what they think. That's the wrongest thing. The wrongest? Send the Muslims home or not? Raw dogging your girl? Not with a name like that, mate. You need to go home. Raw dogging your girl. Seriously, mate? Your mum and dad must be very proud of you. Young, male. Bet you're angry about the boats, aren't you? Bet you're angry. Bet they make you fuming. And they're taking your job, aren't they? Are they taking your jobs? Do you think they're taking your jobs? Bet you a good laugh to have a pint. I don't drink, though. I couldn't be bothered. Imagine drinking. You charge, yeah, I'm charging my car. What's this? Raw dog. Can you imagine saying that raw dogging your girl? Mate, I bet you only got a girlfriend. You do that a lot. Mate, you got to look. Don't come in here because my name, they're making everything expensive. Why are you worried about that? So if you're skinned, what did you do when you was like 13, before you got a credit card, before you could get an overdraft? Did you think, fuck it, I don't want that Nintendo, I don't want none of that shit, I don't want them fancy trainers, I want to save as much money as I can? Did you do chores around the house and get paid? Did you have skills and you were buying and selling stuff at 13, 14? If you didn't, your life's doomed. If you said, I'm 22, I've got a girlfriend, I want a bit of time. My mum and dad are moaning about the head banging bald, or I can't shag her when they're not in, and I've got my own flat. Doomed. You're absolutely doomed. How are you ever going to save up and get a deposit? How are you ever going to save up and get a deposit? I don't know how old you are. Nah, I don't disagree. Well, so Tesco put milk up. It's like, oh, fuck me, the boats have come in. The plastic's a bit dear now. We'll put the milk up. What a load of tosh. What a load of tosh. I can tell now, Reform are fucking in the house in here, aren't they? Excuse my language. Do us a favour. If you're a knob, piss off. That's my fault. If you look in the mirror, you know if you're a knob. Do us a favour. Feck right off, please. Just do me the favour of fecking off. Because you're getting on my tits. Wish I was financially clear out. Spot on, mate. Spot on. The moment you get a credit card, and I see these people, I know, like you're 25, you rent a flat. I'm going, why would you do that? I'll save. How are you ever going to save a deposit up? Is it hard? Yes. Is it almost impossible? Yes. Is it impossible? Yes. But what about if it's impossible and you've got like 25 grand and you need 60 grand? At least you've got 25 grand in the bank. Is it better to not have the 25? I'd rather have 10 grand in the bank. At least that's my money. And I can always go and spunk it. I can always go and like, oh, fuck it, I'm going to buy a nice car. But I think getting a place to live. But you've got to do it from when you're young, haven't you? I mean, I was always boring. I love all my mates all boring. Then they want to borrow 100. Can I borrow a couple of £100? It's like, no, because I'm a boring bastard. Fuck off. Remember all the boring ones? All the boring ones, you know, and then you're going to ask them for their advice because they've got knowledge, or you want their money. That's a classic, their money, isn't it? Shouldn't be hard to get a house. Well, it's not hard to get a house. You need the money. You need the money. If you haven't got the money, you can't get one. You don't need any training. You need skills. Would you say that a Premiership footballer, you know, Messi, he just kicks a ball. That's all he does. And people say this is ridiculous. No, it ain't ridiculous. It's just a skill. His skill is he can pop him in the net and he can earn a lot of money. Go somewhere and you say, right, what I'm going to do, I can come to me and you sell 4 cars a week for me. What do you think eventually I'm going to go, what a knob. What a total knob. You don't even come in. I don't even know where you are, but you sell 4 cars every week for me. And that's your job. Well, I'm going to go, well, I'm going to sack you. I'm going to sack you. Go to, I don't know, anywhere and you can make that company loads of money. They're going to go, we don't want to sack you. Yeah, good luck. You are such a golden boy. You're just made of like 67 karat gold. But, you know, what do I know? I'm a thick old man, aren't I? I'm a thick old man. You've got to be, it's when you're young, isn't it? It's your parents, your mum and dad, and the people you're around when you're young, they're going to influence you. And I think the people who influence, when you was at school, the ones who were doing this and saying they were shagging everyone, you thought that was exciting, isn't it? No, they weren't. They absolutely weren't. And that excitement is so short-lived. How long are you at school? Really? Not very long, are you? So that excitement, I was only there for like, I don't know, 10, how long am I at school? 10 years? 10 years. 10 years, I'm 60. So as I've led 50 other years other than my school. And when I was at school, imagine being at school and not actually learning. Imagine hating school that much instead of thinking, get my head down, learn, ask questions, learn my skills. Even me, I'm only got a certain amount of intelligence. I've got only a certain amount of stuff I'd be able to do in exams and that. But what about if you were shit in exams, but you're really good at selling, being an estate agent? Do you know a poor one? Imagine you'd have worked an estate agent, like you left school at say 15, 16, no qualifications. You went to a estate agent, you're pretty good at talking to people, pretty good at selling houses. Imagine you kept learning, what, you're going to be poor? No, I doubt it. I don't know a poor estate agent. Do you actually know, if any of you know a estate agent, do yourself a favour, start hanging around with estate agents. Start hanging. Do you tell you what? They've got fucking nice houses. They've got really nice cars. They do really nice stuff, and their hands are really clean. But what a shit job that is. You know, I wished I'd been smoking around the bike sheds. I really wished I'd learned more at school. But you don't want to listen to your mum and dad, innit? Like cleaning your teeth. My old man than anyone else. Well, you've got to try and absorb it, and you've got to try and absorb it and learn your skills, innit? If you've got your skills. My son's an accountant. I mean, I couldn't do it, but what a good job financially. How much money would you say is enough to have in your savings? Who's that? Oh, someone else charging. Enough. We're greedy, aren't we? We never have enough because we're greedy bastards. So we just work longer. And you look back. I bet many people look back. You know, especially they've got companies and things like that. And it's funny. If you had a lump on your nuts and your doctor said, yeah, it's definitely cancer, and you got a year, you could have £1,000 or £1 million in savings. You know what? It would be enough. And it's funny how that would instantly be enough when you're told you got much time, you got no time left. You instantly would have enough savings. There isn't really. I think you're complicated. Just like you got enough. All you got to do is say how many takeaway. And I was talking to my friend this morning. She said these financial things said 35 grand a year, 10 years. That's 350 grand. You need 350 grand cash to be able to live the same lifestyle. And I said, if I haven't got the money, why am I leading the same lifestyle? I'd cut back accordingly. Yeah, of course. You know, you'd want to go out and go for lunch every day, wouldn't you? And you want a coffee in a Costa's, and you want a nice little cake. But coffee in Costa's and a nice little cake, that'd probably be like 12 quid. And if you're a bit tight for money, that's a lot, isn't it? You do that every day, 12 quid a day, that's 60 quid a week. You think, £3 grand a year. Shit, no, I've got to cut that out. Maybe I'll take a flask with me. Or maybe you got enough. I don't know. I don't know what's enough. Enough is to, what do you want to do? You know, say you've had 3 holidays a year, and then suddenly you can have 1 holiday every 2 years. You go, well, shall I get skin, or do I want to keep working, or will I cut my cloth accordingly? Get a motorhome, maybe have cheaper holidays, isn't it? Are they as nice? No one, what she said, but no one wants to cut their lifestyle back. You don't want to cut your standard of living back. But you're a dickhead if you don't. If you live above your means, that's ridiculous. You live above your means, right? You're going to buy something on credit. I'm going, if you'd have saved a year ago and it's £3 grand, that's 60 quid a week. Now, if I get it now and pay my 60 quid a week after, it's not 60. What's it? 60, £62.50, 63, £64 a week, the interest. So suddenly the very thing I've got, and imagine it's 4 quid a week. What's that? 250 quid, 200 quid a year? Roughly 200 quid. 200 quid, I might be able to go for a night at a bed and breakfast. So if I save up for it and buy it, I can have a night at a bed and breakfast, same amount of money. But you do what you want to do, innit? Your old man was an accountant. Accountants are tight, aren't they, though? Retirement, focus your mind, exactly, yeah. Good evening, can I join the chat? Which can if you want to. Treats. Well, when we was young, it was like McDonald's was like fish and chips, when it was like, wow, or the Wimpy, you know, but now it's nothing. I mean, I have McDonald's, I don't even think about it. It's 12 quid. I spent 12 quid in McDonald's and it's a nothing, isn't it? 12, that's ridiculous. 12 quid, how can I say that's nothing? You know, I go to Tesco and you buy like 4 jacket potatoes, 75p. Adopting a 4-year-old son. Nah, not really. Yeah, but mate, I'm boring. When I was at school, when I was at school, I don't know about you lot, when I was at school, we used to have an assembly once a year, and it was like where the awards, listen to this, all the awards would be given out. Now, I used to get Saver of the Year. We had a school bank. Basically, it was the headmaster who used to just put the money in his safe. I'm sure some kids were that thick they probably forgot they had money in it. And I got to 100 quid, right? And it was like, no, you can't save anymore. Why not? I said, well, they said, you can't. We're not insured for it. I mean, I ain't worried about that. I want to put some more. I used to go and like, I know, you know, you have to go up to like the school secretary and give her money. She signed this thing and fucking, I don't know. You just, yeah, trust it. I was just giving it to her, wouldn't I? Anyway, and it probably weren't a tenner a week. It was probably, I don't know, 3-4 quid or whatever. I had 100 quid. And I remember two teachers had to escort me up to the Abbey National in Sidcup, and they helped me open a bank account, you know. But I've always been like that. I've always loved saving up. I love it. I get a buzz out of it, saving up. Some things I can't, you know. I think if you haven't got the money, when I bought my Nissan Leaf, I borrowed 10 grand, and the interest was 900 quid, but over four years. So I chopped that into. I said it was a grand divided by 4, 250 quid a year, £5 a week. It's not actually £5, it's £4. If you want to be precise, it's £4.85, £4.87, but say a fiver a week. And I thought, well, actually, all the charging was free. So going to my girlfriend's, I'm thinking, actually, it's worth me getting this car because the interest, not the principal, the interest was £5 a week. And I'm thinking, well, I'm spending 15, 20 quid a week on fuel and the charging was free. I thought, I must be mad. I've got to buy this car. And like that, but to me, I paid it off. I've had that car now. I've got it in 2014. So that's 12 years. I've had that car 12 years. You know, I don't see a problem with having finance over 3 years if you're going to keep it for 6 years, or finance over 2 years if you're going to keep it for 4 years. But these are my thoughts. You don't have to agree with me. You say, no, you're mad. But they don't need to do it. You could tell your kids. You could do your kids, mate. You could fill a fish in a banana milkshake. I haven't had a banana milkshake since I got shocked and shit. How many calories? No, Slim Chickens, right? They do this. It's fucking I've got to swear, it's fucking horrible, right? It's a Biscoff milkshake. It is nasty. It's like 1,100 or 1,200 calories. I'm like, I cannot believe the calories. I had to look 5 times. I thought, no, check, fuck it, no, that has got to be right. Is this right? Yeah. I thought, fuck it, no. And you got to tell you what, you just down it, and you can see this. You can see why we're fat bastards, because it's so all this nice stuff. It's just bad. It's horrible, mate. It's horrible. You really at least want 2 Krispy Kremes. I always want Krispy Kreme, Blue Water, and I always want Krispy Kremes. They're so dear though, aren't they? You buy a box. Hey, listen to this. I bought, I think, 5 boxes. You know, is it 12 or whatever's in it? I don't know. What's them the big boxes anyway? I was going to a car show, and I called myself the cake master, and I said, right, I'm going to bring some Krispy Kremes. So I went in and bought them. Right, first box is full price. Second box, half price. I thought, okay. I said I want 5 boxes. And it goes full price, half, full, half, full, half. And I went, that's ridiculous. I'm buying like 4 boxes. It's like 60 quid or something, isn't it? I said, I don't understand why it can't be cheaper. Well, that's the rules. I mean, and I'll tell you what, always when I go there and I go past and I think I'll get some, and I think, nah, they're too dear. They're just too dear. They're lovely, but they're so dear. And you go like that and you're going to have a crap, aren't you? I'd rather go to Tesco and buy some biscuits, I think. I've done a pack of caramel digestives last night. Done a lot of them. I used to call myself the sandwich thing. The cake master. And then there's that thing in there. What's got the lightning makes me think about it. I don't know if I can't refuse. Well, I put a light in your thing. Sometimes I'll do this though. Sometimes I've been known to do this, like that, because it's a bit like, gotta make on someone's window, innit? Me and the missus shave. I know you spelt it wrong, but I had to laugh. So, well, 3 miles for every meal. Honestly, mate, it's exercise, isn't it? Exercise is king, isn't it? Exercise is magic, absolutely magic. It's hard work. Yeah, I run Sunday, done 38 minutes, 5K. My first run back since my injury in my ribs. And I thought, oh, struggle, walk, and it's anyway. And then went out last night, I've done 32 minutes. So I've knocked 6 minutes off my time from the day before. But to be fair, Sunday was like, I weren't going to run, but I just went out early, run a bit, walk a bit, run a bit, walk a bit, like that, isn't it? Hello. Oh, mate, they're nuts. I'm licking all the chocolate off. I actually laid in bed licking them off, licking the chocolate off. And then eat them, innit? Lick it. If I'm gutted, you know when you're licking it off and it cracks, I'm like, oh, fuck it. I bloody broke it. Well, I was going to go swimming this morning, but last night I was struggling big time. You know, I couldn't really turn around in bed. It's, oh, you know, it's just hurting, mate. And when I run, it's all like wobbling. I don't know, it's all the fat or whatever's behind the ribs. It's all like, oh, it's hurting, you know. And I thought it would be gone by now. It's need to get on for 2 weeks. I'm thinking, well, it'll be 2 weeks tomorrow. 2 weeks ago, and I'm thinking this shouldn't be gone by now, shouldn't it? Ah, crumbs, mate. I was very careful. I just licked them, and then I put it in my mouth and eat it. I actually I couldn't open my mouth. I wouldn't know. Crumbs, nah, they're nasty. I've seen people eat toast and all sorts in bed. I'm sure my kids used to have like toast, biscuits, asbestos, anything. Didn't itch. I mean, me, if you stood at the door eating a crisp, it was like you couldn't get into bed unless you'd hoovered it with some special anti sort of vax, I don't know, some like, you know, you've gone in hazmat suits to clean it, you know, or airline, it'd blow it all out. It's ridiculous. What, for my lungs? Me ribs? I did. I got bullied, mate. I went to my girlfriend's a nurse. Well, sorry, was. And she said, go and have it x-rayed. And I thought, I can't be bothered. So I was tempted to say, yeah, I've been. She knows I'm lying when I say, yeah, I've been to the doctor. So, yeah, I've been. Anyway, and we got a customer who's a nurse, and she come in and she said, oh, because I don't know, I think I've done, she said about her car and looked at me, oh, she said, what have you done? I said, oh, I fell over running. Oh, go and have it checked out. I said, she sounded like my girlfriend. Shut up, you nurses. I said, make me laugh. If I'd rung you up and said, I've got this wrong, you wouldn't have a clue, would you? Well, we would, but we're off duty. My girlfriend's like, she's not a nurse. I love you, and she's not a nurse, and she told me to go. Anyway, so I went and they, what you call it? They x-rayed it, and she said, no, I can see, because I broke 5 ribs, I don't know, 2023, fell off a ladder. And what she said, I can see the damage, the original damage. She said, but I can't see any fractures. She said, you need a CT scan to actually see exactly what's wrong with it. And, you know, I'm not going to have a CT scan. It's been thrown out. Why? So, yeah, but you never joke about what's going to happen. I was doing a TikTok live in the morning. I always do TikTok lives. And, you know, because they all know me now, and I know loads of them as well, and chat to them and know a lot of their phone numbers, and you talk to them offline. You know, sadly, we've lost a few people in there. People have lost partners and children, and shitty times, really. But yeah, you know, and I was saying in the morning, they said, oh, what are you doing? I said, oh, I'm going to be putting up some cameras, you know, got to go up a ladder to do cameras. I said, but I'm taking some tape with me. So when I fall off the ladder, they can put some tape around the body. Fucking hell, I fell off. I'm like, doing. Someone was holding the ladder. I think he tipped me off personally. And yeah, just the rest was history. Couldn't believe it. So you never joke about it. What am I doing? I've been out. I'm on my way home, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to stop and just charge my car. I don't normally go to bed till about 11, half 11. And I thought, well, just come and charge my car. It's free, isn't it? Anyway, yes, I fell off the ladder. When we off on the cruise, July. I want to say it's the end of July. We got one in July and we got one in September. I don't know what date of September. September. When was that? Don't know. Middle or the end of September or something. And then we go to Gran Canaria in October, I think. It's October. But you living in the car now? No. I've stopped for about an hour to charge my car. Well, an hour and 10. I've been sitting here an hour and 10. I'd only be doing this at home and I wouldn't be on this late. I would have gone half hour ago. So, and I'm not really that tired, really. I'm just saying, I thought I'll charge my car up. Got to do a bit of running around tomorrow. Probably go to the running club tomorrow night. But yeah, so never joke about what's going to happen to you. You're cooking grits. Cooking grits? What the heck's that? How many seconds did it take to charge your car? I don't know, mate. Well, I've got 203 miles now, so it's about full up, really. It's down on 8 kilowatts, which is like almost stopped. It's almost stopped charging, really, now, so and I'm about ready to go. If it really wants someone to come round, if someone wants to charge it, I'll just move and I'll just go. But I just think it doesn't cost me anything. And what am I going to do? I'm going to get in, have a latte, bit of pottering about, go to bed, be in bed by about half 11, something like that. And what's the point? It doesn't cost me. It's, I need to charge my car up. Why not? Why not do it, innit? Obviously, I think if I was, say, living with my girlfriend, no, even I think my car would probably be a bit more of a pain, wouldn't it? Fast chargers, well, it's only charging 8 kilowatts now. It's a supercharger. It's a Tesla supercharger. It doesn't charge particularly fast because it's old, and back when this was new, 120 kilowatts was quick. But obviously now, because it's right, if you get a new one, it's faster. Head of bed for me. If I got, my brother's got a Model Y, and I'm pretty sure if you plugged in his in there, mine in here, his would be charging, I don't know, 200 kilowatts, something like that. I don't know, 250, something like that. Mine would max out about 180, 90 kilowatts, but it's free, so you can't have everything. What's the process? You literally just plug it in, mate. Right. The Tesla charging system is called charge by wire. What that means is you plug it in, the car talks to the network says, it's Gary's car, free supercharging, bosh. That's my brother. Okay. He has to pay. So what he'll do is he'll check, has he got a payment method registered? Yes. Is there money on his account? Yes. Okay, it'll let it dispense the electricity. We don't do anything. There's no apps, there's no nothing. The problem is, when Elon Musk started it, he said to all the manufacturers, do you want to come in with us? Nah, we don't want to do that. So you imagine around about, say, it's 14 they came out over here. So I would have said 2012, maybe 2010, 2011, Tesla would have been looking at sites for what's going to come along. And what would have happened is all the other manufacturers, no, they all thought he ain't going to succeed, so they don't want to do that, do they? They don't want to be in with him. I tell you what, if you drive a Tesla, the Tesla charging is just like driving a petrol car. You just pull up, plug it in, go and have a cup of coffee in the cafe or whatever you do. Is it better to do it when you've got stuff to do? Yes. Would it be better to plug this in and go for a run? Yes. Would it be better to plug this in and go to the gym? Yes. Would it be better to plug this in and go to shopping? Yes. Would it be better to plug it in when I go to sleep? Yes. But right now it's down on 7 kilowatts, so it's towards the end. It says 20 minutes. In a minute it'll start. So it's 204 mile. it probably would do about it's putting 21 miles an hour. So every hour you get 21 miles. That's what it's saying. But it's almost full up now. Yeah, we had a 1-star review. Guarantee it was someone from here or from TikTok. They left a 1-star review. Thankfully, it looks like the review has been gone. Now we're back up to 5 stars. Well, you would, but I didn't have my running stuff. I didn't want to run tonight, and I've been to see my son and daughter, and I've got too much pizza inside me, so I definitely want to run tonight. I have done it before, bring my running stuff and go for a run, but I don't watch the telly, so I sit indoors. So what's the difference if I'm sitting indoors or I'm sitting here? I don't care. And I do these. To me, I found these. This is a luxury. I sit here and I'm not bored. If I had to sit here doom scrolling, that would do my name. Any of you lot get in this car, you would be ripping you wouldn't have no air. You'd be thinking it. Yeah, well, it doesn't charge slowly, but it's not as fast as a new one. If you got a model, if you went and got a new Model Y, a Model X, sorry, if you only got a Model Y or a Model 3, no, you'd be charging like super fast, 250 kilowatt, I don't know, 800 miles an hour. But you know, I haven't got a new one, and I could have taken the free supercharging onto a new one, but I thought, what a mug! Hang on, I'm going to take the free supercharging and spend 40 grand. Hang on, so I'm going to get free supercharging for 40 grand to get about 100 mile more or 150 mile more. Say it was double, say it was 400 mile rather than 200 mile, and it takes the same time. I can't comprehend that 40 grand roughly would be a value. That'd be no value to me. No value at all. Well, of course, it would be a brand new number plate, so it would make my dick look a bit bigger. It would be a brand new car, so it's like, wow, he's wealthy. That would definitely give that impression, but that don't turn me on. That don't turn me on at all. Might turn you on, but don't turn me on. You know, and everybody, you've got to go with what turns you on, and it whatever makes you happy. Then this is a Model S. This is a Model S. They charge quick enough, you know. I mean, how much do you need? I mean, I don't need 200 mile. I had enough in it. I had like probably 90 mile in it. You probably put 110 miles. Probably taking an hour, but I don't care. It doesn't bother me. My time is come buy one. Well, I don't know what they are. 40. No, they know you can't take the free supercharging. And what happens? This car's got free supercharging forever. Unless you part exchange it, then they'll take the free supercharging away. And if I bought a new one, the free supercharging would be me and the car. As soon as I sell the car, it wouldn't. So it'd almost be worth saying to someone, look, why don't we pretend I still own the car? You insure it. I own the car, but you're driving it. How's that sound? That way you could have a brand new car with free supercharging. What do I think about the JQs? I think they're great, mate. I think they're fucking the nuts. You know why I think they're the nuts? Because there's plenty of knobs who have got like, I don't know, 15 grand, 18 grand Range Rovers and think they're the kingpin and saying they're team. When it is people, the moment people slag them off like Temu Range Rovers, I'm going, I like them even more. I like them even more. I think they're great, mate. I think they're absolutely great. And all that bollocks about whose interest is it that you think they go wrong a lot? Whose interest do you think it is? People selling the other shit that they want you to think is better. Someone selling old Range Rovers, he ain't gonna love a JQ, is he? Why? And it's under warranty anyway. Why would you care? And I guarantee if you bought a JQ, and it went wrong, I'll guarantee they would give you a courtesy car. Guarantee it, 1,000,000%. But you don't want to listen to me. You want to go and buy that Audi A3, an S3 that's got like, I don't know, 90, 120,000 mile on it. It's like 8-year-old, but it's lovely. I could have popping and banging. No, I'd rather have it. I wish my Transit was Chinese built. The injectors wouldn't have been 1,700 quid. They wouldn't have gone wrong, would they? JQ's China, I don't know. So a lot of the modern cars got this 800-volt architecture. You're worried about time. If you're obsessed with time, stick with a petrol car. Why are you even bothering changing? Why? Don't worry about it. Does it matter if this charges up in 10 minutes or 2 hours? Do you know what? If it's too slow, everything will be too slow. You can't charge electricity batteries that quick. All I know as a driver of like many, many, many years, right? I'm telling you now, you don't. My dream would be every street I went down, there would be somewhere to park with a charger that would take me a whole day to charge my car. So it's there for, say, 12 hours. I've got 100 mile. Now, that would be good for me. And you know why they'd be really excellent? Because the infrastructure don't need to be stupid. Everybody wants to charge it in, like, I don't know, you want to charge your car in 5 minutes. I want 100% charging for 80% in charge. I want 200 mile in 5 minutes. Do you realise how much the charger, how much do you think the connection to the grid will be to charge your car in 5 minutes? The connection to the grid will be the size of your head. That's how big the cable would be. And it's all money. It's all money. Anyway, I'm going to go now because someone wants to charge. So I'm going. See you later. I might see you tomorrow. I might not. Who knows? See you later. Whatever you're doing anyway, have a good weekend. Have a good week. Have a good weekend. I don't know, mate. I don't know. You know, you just got to be... It's too long. Fuck it. It's just going to take too long. Whatever it is, it's too long. Everything's too long. If you're sitting in a car and you get to a queue and there's 10 cars, that's too long, isn't it? Wouldn't you rather there be no cars? So everything in life is too long. I've got to have an operation. It's too long waiting for the operation, isn't it? It's not, but our perception of time, isn't it? Anyway, I've got to go. See you later, mate. See you later, guys.